Good morning, world. It's your girl, Dominique Spinelli, out here looking like somebody's rich housewife. Check out the fit, check out the fit. Check out the fit, check out the fit. Yes, I know that's right. You see the pearls? Okay, we just left an audit meeting. That was good. I'm gonna lay this news all the way down. This weekend went well, but there's not much to talk about because I rested like I said I would. Did I walk barefoot in the grass? No, I did not. But that's okay because I got to rest. And that's all I care about is getting rest. It's hard being me. It's hard functioning in society as a whole for everybody, I'm sure. Y'all ready to lay this news down? I'm ready to lay this news down. Let's go. The Martin Fire Department saved the life of a local resident at 303 Oliver Street Friday night when a two-story house caught fire. Captain Corey Green said firefighters were summoned to a 911 call with a female victim. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me figure out what this is supposed to say. Lord Jesus. Okay. 911 call, right? With a female victim trapped on a second floor with smoke coming out of the house. Martin firefighters raised their 24-foot ladders to bring the victim down carefully with the house full of smoke. Medics gave immediate help and EMS took the victim to the hospital. The victim was expected to be okay. Captain Green said the two-story house had 3 apartments. Green said it was a matter of excellent fire training and all firefighters did everything correctly in saving a life. Firefighters fought the blaze for 3 hours. Agents from the TBI have requested to assist in determining the cause and origin of the fire. Okay. That one is going to run one more time today, and that's it. If you were driving in East Tennessee, you may have seen about 1 million bees temporarily taking over interstate. Right there. Bees. 1 million bees. Taking over an interstate exit ramp. Let's try that again. Temporarily taking over an interstate exit ramp after a beekeeper's truck crashed and set them loose. A regional spokesperson for the Tennessee Department of Transportation said the swarm Friday had shut down an exit of Interstate 40 in Knoxville. All the bees had been removed from the area and there were no injuries. The city of Dresden begins their free spring cleanup today. Dresden citizens are welcome to dispose of trash and bulk items to the dumpster on Moore Street beside the Dresden water plant at no charge. There will be no bulk item pickups at residences this week. Batteries, shingles, tires, and other hazardous material cannot be placed in the dumpsters. Cleanup will continue through this Friday. For more information, call Dresden City Hall. Just fix. Right there. Right there. Okay. Excuse me. And next. A new law named after Charlie Kirk is encouraging Tennessee teachers to include the positive impacts of religion in American history classes. And a new law in Kansas is promoting free speech on college campuses in the name of the slain conservative activists. The newly signed laws are the first of what could become numerous measures seeking to pay tribute to Kirk who was killed last year during an event at Utah College. At a Utah college. Bills have been proposed in over 20 states to promote Kirk's ideology, establish official days of remembrance. I know I didn't eat, but golly. Let me see. This is a clean cut. That's fine, but this one is not fine. Delete that. Clean it up. Perfect. Run that back. Nice. Bills have been proposed in over 20 states to promote Kirk's ideology, establish official days of remembrance, and affix his name to roads and public places. Maybe I didn't do enough speaking this morning. Did y'all see what I had posted about the SpongeBob actors doing like their voice exercises? I'm sure that's what I need to do before work. And typically I run my mouth, so you know that jaw is moving. But today I guess I didn't do enough talking. I took more interviews than anything. I didn't ask a lot of questions. No, I asked a lot of questions. I didn't make a lot of comments. I just asked questions and listened today. I guess I should. Oh, you heard that? Oh, Lord Jesus. That kind of hurt a little bit. Oh my gosh. Wasn't expecting that. All right, I bet I'll be fine now. Ooh, yeah, it's loose now. All right. Come on. Governor Bill Lee has signed a resolution designating June Martin's C.E. Weldon building has been cleaned up, and the threat of insurance cancellation is now a thing of the past. After a thorough check of the building, TLM gifted the city a list of all the problem areas. Martin Mayor David Belote shared those areas with the Finance Committee at this month's meeting.
Discovered, here they are, no provision for emergency roof overflow. That's something that we talked about when we were up there. This is a building code violation, pre-current state adopted code. When the primary drain clogged, water currently ponds until it reaches a depth of 8 inches or greater before spilling over the roof cornice. So we got a lot of water up there. 8 inches produces weight. That weight pushes down on that rubber, and it gets through. If it ever happened again, that would get, all you have on the roof would be 1 inch, 2 inch. And existing rain leader drain piping currently routes from the roof, drain to the interior ceiling cavity, then piped out through the exterior wall to a metal sculpture and downspout. This is generally not a recommended approach. Also, the downspouts appear to be undersized.
Martin Finance Committee was left to discuss what's next for the Weldon building.
At some point, I agree we have to have a phrase, but at some point, the public is going to demand the reasoning for us to sell the building, if that's what you're doing.
But which should come first, the appraisal or the plan?
Well, I think we know what's coming first is that we need to get the appraisal to sell the building because we haven't been told a purpose for that building. And he said 2 meetings in a row that they are having trouble finding that. So we're going to sell the building.
The committee voted to get an appraisal on the building before deciding whether or not to invest in repairs. Okay. Another one I've got to put on the website. Okay. And let's do it. I'm not gonna do 2 of these in a row. We can do Greenfield, we can do housing, we can do libraries. Alrighty. What's after that? Here's 467. Let me just put something out there, y'all. I do not regret a single cent that I have spent to travel the world. Because it's moments like these that, like, I promise you, I'm in Greece. I promise you, in my mind, I'm in Greece. I am not here. Like, and I will keep reliving that over and over. In moments like these, when I feel just, you know, human. I just take myself right to, no, I'm drinking orange juice from an orange that was freshly picked off a tree. My body might be here, but I promise you, my mind is not. And I love that for me. I really do. I'm not gonna let a Monday get me down, the temperature get me down, a person get me down, nothing. Okay? This too shall pass. But for now, I will be here in the physical and in Greece in my mind. Straight like that. Just want to put that out there. Okay. Time for the next one. The Obion County Library will be able to expand some services thanks to recent... Still in Greece, bro. Still in Greece. What part of Greece right now? I'm in Corinth, Greece. That was probably my favorite place. Bados was great, but like the island of Bados in Greece, that was great too. But I find myself going back to Corinth a lot in my mind. The Obion County Library will be able to expand some services thanks to the recent presentation of a grant. Librarian Carolina Connor told Thunderbolt News about funds recently presented by Secretary of State Trey Hargett.
We were awarded a construction grant for $22,500. We applied for this grant in 2024. And so they have recently told us that we got the $22,500 for this project. This money will be spent to expand our creative resource room, which is where we have our paint classes and...
Why must the program act silly? I feel like the computer feels my energy and it's like, girl, watch this. I'm gonna make it worse. But you won't get me down because I'm in Greece. I'm gonna have to run it back. See you later. I'm gonna have to run that back.
So we were awarded a construction grant for $22,500. We applied for this grant in 2024. And so...
Okay, it's all right. Press record.
So we were awarded a construction grant for $22,500. We applied for this grant in 2024. And so they have recently told us that we got the $22,500 for this project. This money will be spent to expand our creative resource room, which is where we have our paint classes, and we used to have our storytime crafts and snacks in there, but we outgrew it, hence the need for expansion. So I'm hoping that by opening up that room a little bit more, we're able to continue to grow and, you know, serve the community in the way that they want to be served.
Mrs. Connor was asked about the possible construction time and the grant ceremony held at the library.
As soon as I call the contractor and set it up, I know that they've been busy too, so I haven't got those specific details yet, but we're working towards it every day. So glad that so many of our commissioners and board members and friends of the library and our foundation board and just members of our community, the Prevention Coalition is here. A lot of our chamber board members are here, so I do really appreciate the community showing up for us. Having Secretary Hargett here is, he's been here several times since I've been working here, but every time it's here, I feel like it's a special occasion.
The county judge executive said individuals will have to look at their ability to make a house payment. Girl, where are you at? That was the end of that one. It's okay. Work is underway to help secure new homes and rehabilitation of existing locations in Fulton County. The county judge executive, Jim Martin, told Thunderbolt News about the current effort to build new homes in the Casey community.
We had several delays in getting our grant money down to us where we could spend it. And there's a lot of regulations that govern that. We have several sources of money out there. So we think that we can put 5, hopefully 6 house lots there. And it depends on the way we have to lay out the lot lines being dictated by the septic systems that we have to put in. And the Department of Health is dictating that. So the primary dirt work is done, but we have people in the pipeline for financing, wanting houses there, and hopefully we will get 5, hopefully 6 new houses built there.
Judge Martin talked about the local effort to help county residents with new ownership along with home upgrades. Okay, guys, this is what I'm going to call it quits. This computer's acting silly. I'm not on a hundo, and that's perfectly fine. I'm a human, but I'm going to take my L alone. See you later. God bless.